Hello everybody and welcome back to Chris Bosch Props. Today we are going to be doing a video talking about the Ortur Laser Master 3 Laser Engraver. Now Ortur was kind enough to reach out to me and ask me if I would like to review their machine. And to be honest, at first I was a little bit skeptical because I really don't know a whole lot about laser engravers. But after doing a little bit of research, I quickly realized that these machines are nothing short of amazing. So I would like to show you guys exactly what these machines can do. Before we jump into it, let me just talk about the machine itself. This laser diode has a power of 10 watts and a focal point of 0.01 millimeters. And in layman's terms, that just means that this laser engraver is extremely precise. It can engrave materials such as stainless steel, aluminum, Eva Foam, wood. It can cut wood. It has CNC quality properties to it. It's not quite a CNC, but it can cut wood very precisely. Now this laser engraver can engrave up to speeds of 20,000 millimeters a minute. Now in layman's terms, again, that just means that this engraver is very fast. It's not like your typical 3D printer where it takes 2 to 3 days to get your print off the bed. These machines can engrave really, really fast. So without further ado, let's jump into it and let me show you guys what it can do. I really don't want to do a whole drowned out assembly of showing you each nook and cranny. There's plenty of videos showing you how to assemble this thing. I want to show you what it can do, and I want to show you what it can do with things that I like and things that I would like to have in my house. I just don't want to show you it cutting a little bit of wood and this and that. These are going to be stuff that I'm going to put around the house and hang on my wall and use also. So I'm excited to show you guys. Let's get into it. So here's the machine. I have it setting on 3/4 inch plywood, and I laser engraved a grid. That just helps you to square things up when you're framing your material for engraving. Now on the plywood here, I used a spade drill to drill out 4 holes for the feet there so that it just sits right into the plywood so the machine doesn't move and it's always squared up with the grid. I will link this grid for free. If you were to get this machine, you can do something very similar and the file will be there for you. Exactly the software that I use for all my laser engraving is Lightburn. It is a super easy software to use. I have the laser engraver hooked up to my laptop via USB, and I've had no issues so far running this setup. Now to level your laser diode for your material is really easy. You have this little thumb screw here. All you do is untighten it, and this allows you to move the laser diode up and down. You have this pull down tab here that gives you precise and exact leveling. So you just let it go down until it reaches your material. Tighten your thumb screw up. Retract the pull down tab, and you're ready to go for your material. That easy. As you can see, I have it my material held down with some tape. This is just some really thin plywood, and I'm going to show you guys these little tags that my wife uses for her items that she sells on her Etsy store. She does some crochet gloves, and she has her logo in a small piece of this wood here, and she crochets it into. It's kind of like her name tag for her items that she sells. So I want to show you the precision that this laser diode has. As you can see, guys, look at that precision. Look at the beauty of that burn. And they just fall right out. Look at that, guys. Look at the precision. This machine did wonderful, guys. So as you can see, guys, the logo is absolutely excellent. Very fine details. I can see that 0.01 millimeter go into work there. And yeah, you can use this for your own businesses, guys. That's what's awesome about it. You have a business, you can come up with crafty and neat ideas like this for whatever you do. So who doesn't love a fresh cup of coffee in the morning? Let's see what we can laser engrave on these cool wood coasters. These would make awesome gifts. So many of you already know I'm a huge Ghostbusters fan, so I want to make me a Ghostbusters coffee coaster. We are going to engrave this at 5,000 millimeters a minute and at 100% power. Let's get to it. Absolutely perfect, guys. So as you can see, guys, this laser engraver engraved this logo with extreme precision. Utter perfection. If I saw these in the store, guys, I would snag them in a second. This is store quality engraving at its finest. Excellent. So one thing we can't forget are these really cool slate coasters. You can get these extremely cheap at Walmart or on Amazon. We already got our cup of coffee here with our Ghostbuster logo coaster, but let's see what we can do with a ceramic one. So just absolutely incredible, guys. Look at the precision. That is a perfect, beautiful coffee coaster. Drop it! So let's see if this laser engraver can meet our cosplay needs. Here I have some EVA foam, and I want to see if this laser engraver can cut it with extreme precision and make those edges nice and sharp for us. Let's see if it can do it. So look at that, guys. Look how sharp it cut that. And you can just peel them right out, just like so. Precision. Look at that. That is awesome. So yes, guys, the Ortur Laser Master 3 can cut EVA foam without any issue. I will link this file below in the description for you to download. It comes with instructions. You just follow the instructions and the helmet comes out perfectly. It only took me a couple hours to do. Of course, you got to do all the post-processing and get it cleaned up, but it is super easy and amazing. So yes, you can do cosplay props with the Ortur Laser Master 3, specifically with EVA foam without any problem, guys. If you're into cosplay with EVA foam, this machine is for you. It will make your job way easier. I went ahead and I cut this in light burn at 2000 millimeters a minute at 100% power with 2 passes. And it cut it out just right where you can just kind of snap it right out. Very cool, guys. So one of the main reasons I got this laser engraver was because I wanted to do plaques for my props. So I bought this cheap tile here from Lowe's, and we're going to engrave the RoboCop logo, and I'm going to display this with my RoboCop suit. So let's see how it turns out. Just incredible, guys. That is going to look awesome in front of my RoboCop suit. Just a note, I did spray paint this tile with silver, and then it etches through the paint and then brings out the logo, just so you know what I did. But I think it's missing something. Let's add one more thing. So when I originally got this laser engraver, this is exactly what I wanted to do, guys. Laser engrave this plaque from my RoboCop suit. And it was easy peasy. It needed that added little touch there, 3D printed by Chris Bosch Props. But it came out absolutely excellent. Now, one of my favorite things to do, guys, on these laser engravers is laser engrave painted canvas. Now, these canvases are painted with a few layers of paints of my choice. And what this laser engraver will do is it'll engrave the paint off, and it will bring out that picture and make it look like it's almost been painted onto this. So it's a really cool effect, and it's my favorite thing that these machines can do. I got a little 8x10 canvas that I've painted with a few different colors, and I'm curious to see what it looks like because I haven't done it yet. So I'm excited to see, and I'm excited to show you guys. So let's hop into it. Yep, it is definitely going next to the suit. Just phenomenal. Look at that, guys. Look at the detail. So there we go. I have the canvas propped up there right behind my Superman suit. Excellent. So as you can see, guys, this laser engraved picture just looks fantastic. Who would have thought that a laser engraver can do all this work for you? I mean, yeah, you have to come out, spray a few coats of spray paint, but you know, it takes you a few minutes. And these canvases you can get so cheap. This is an 11x14 canvas. You can get a 2-pack at Walmart for $7. And this isn't even the best high quality HD image you can get. This was just something I quickly found off Google Images. I thought it looked really cool, and I was like, hey, let's see how it looks. And I'm glad I did, because I'm going to display that next to my RoboCop. Alright guys, we're going to see how well the Wi-Fi works on this machine. The app that you are going to use is called Laser Explorer. You can download that off of Google Play Store. And if you've permitted, it will just automatically connect to your machine. It knows exactly what machine it is. You don't have to do anything really manually. You just select it. You open the app there, and it's a pretty simple app. It doesn't have quite as many features as Lightburn or Laser Gerbil, but it is simple enough to get something done quick and easy. Say your laptop's down, your PC's down, and you don't want to mess with it. This is a very simple app here, and it has a few pretty cool features. I don't know if they're anything I would use, but you can create your own QR code with your YouTube URL, your website, or whatever, and you could engrave that. So that's pretty cool, actually. And you can also create your own barcode there. You just enter in whatever text you want and create your own barcode. Pretty cool. There's also this puzzle feature here. You just upload a picture and you can create a puzzle out of whatever picture you do. Engrave it and cut it. Pretty neat. You could enter in text, you can draw. They have a library. They have a library here with a bunch of generic stuff. But hey, you might like it. You might want to use it. I don't think I'd ever use it, but it's there. And then what I want to do is I want to engrave. No, we did that already. I want to engrave Superman. Let's see if we can engrave him on wood. So let's do a filter. They have a bunch of different filters here you can use. You can invert. So you could invert the image if you wanted to do a canvas, which is pretty neat. You can create a drawing. I'm going to do grayscale because I think that'll look pretty cool. So we go to next, and it will open up in our Workplane here. Now I don't want this that big. I don't know. I'm just going to play with it. I'm not going to put in any specs. It allows you to frame. You can use this feature here, and it'll frame for you. Let's configure it. So it'll let us pick our features here. We don't want stainless steel. We're engraving on some plywood. And for that, we will do, you know what, we'll do 7,000 millimeters a minute. We'll do 90% power. That still might be too much. Let's do 80% power. Alright, let's run it. Let's send the G code. Alright guys, so it's ready to run now. It took a minute because this is a really high quality image, so it will take a little bit longer depending on your cell service. I have Verizon, so yeah, it took a little bit of a minute to get to it, but it got there nonetheless. Let's run it. And let's see how it looks, guys. Superman via Wi-Fi. He's flying to the machine. You can't see it, but we'll see it when it's done. Alright, so both of these images were engraved via the Laser Explorer app. This one came out a little bit too dark for my taste, and some of the wood striations you could see there, but this one I did a little bit lighter and it came out excellent. Look at that. That is so cool. I can't believe that a laser engraver can do stuff like this. But yeah guys, the Wi-Fi does work. It takes a little bit of tinkering, but once you tinker with it, it works pretty well. Just make sure you got a good Wi-Fi connection wherever you're at when you're hooking up. Very cool, guys. Alright guys, so final thoughts. Do I like the Ortur Master 3? Absolutely. It is a wonderful machine to have in my arsenal. It's a little bit refreshing, you know, you get a little bias and you get used to 3D printing and you think that's all there is, and then a machine comes around like this and it completely blows you out of the water and goes, wow, you know, there really are other things out there besides 3D printing that you can do, obviously, amazing stuff with. I mean, you can do canvas pictures, you can cosplay and build EVA foam props, you can do coasters, wood coasters, tons of wood projects. So guys, if you're into woodworking, I would say this machine was specifically designed for you. It could pretty much do anything you want when it comes to woodworking. It can cut up to 20 millimeters of thick wood. It's super easy to use. As you can see here, I've had the machine maybe 2 to 3 weeks, and look at the things I've already done. I've built an Iron Man helmet. I've done these canvases and coasters. So it is easy to learn. It does have its quirks. I would say if you do receive the machine, make sure you update the firmware. It's really easy to do, and there's tons of videos on it. I'll link all that below, and I'll also link an affiliate link so you can get a good price on this thing. If you're into props and EVA foam, this thing's for you. It makes your job really easy. It has precise cuts, and all you got to do is just pull it out and glue the thing together. This Iron Man helmet took me maybe an hour or two to put together. Super easy, guys. So I'm in love with this machine. I'm going to continue to do content with it. My favorite thing to do, obviously, is the canvases. I mean, it's amazing. It's really easy to do. All you got to do is just spray paint a few colors, put your image in, and create whatever you want. And these canvases are just cheap. They're super cheap, and they're really, really cool. So I appreciate you guys watching. I hope this got you interested and excited to own one of these. They're amazing, guys, and it would be great to have in your arsenal so you can create some really cool things, guys. So thank you for watching, and we're on to the next one.